News, views, voices of the global Indian community. India abroad.
How it happened was, I took a flight from Delhi to London, and on the way there was a Muslim sitting next to me. And he asked me, "Can I ask you a question?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Why do you people worship stones?" And that was sort of, Kabhi never talked about it. Okay, we are not worshipping stones. So he asked me that question, and then I sort of paused for a little while and thought, okay, how do I reply this person? Then I told him that the biggest challenge we all human beings have is that our mind is always wandering. And our prayers, all religions say, pray to God. But whenever we are praying, the mind is always wandering. So what we have done is, we have come up with these murtis, which we focus on that, let go everything else, totally focus on that murti. And then once we are focused on the murti, our dhyan, our man is totally focused on it, then we let go the murti. And then we let go the murti and go within. And then mind starts wandering again, we go back to the murti, open our eyes, and then we go within. So this is how we can pray to God. So the idea is symbolic, it has a lot of meaning. So all the gods and goddesses, eventually actually, uske question ke baad, what I thought was that all Muslims think that we worship these stones. And similarly, Imam told me when I showed him this booklet, and he said, "Oh my God, if these murtis have a meaning, some significance, so why don't you share it with the whole world?" I shared this booklet with him. So this is where I came up with this booklet explaining all the significance of all the murtis. Ganesh, big head, elephant head. Everybody, all Hindus know the story of how Shivji cut off the head of his own son. But they have no meaning. The story pata hai. But kids have a lot of questions. How can such a big body sit on the mouse? Why elephant head? So that booklet shows you what is the significance of the elephant head. I mean, Shivji cut off the head and he wanted his son, when he found out that he was my son, what he did was, he said, get the biggest head in the world. So they got elephant head. In the elephant head, he could put all the dunya bhar ka knowledge uske dimag mein. So that's why we worship Ganesh, कि he is symbolic of Ganesh ka matlab hai Gyan ka Ish. So all dunya bhar ka knowledge he has. Then if you see this big picture of Ganesh, what happens is you see these big ears. What does that mean? Listen. And the mouth is closed. What does that mean? You don't talk too much. Listen and don't talk too much. To understand what somebody had said or asked. And then try to really get the question. And then big stomach. Whatever you hear, take it to hazam karo. Digest what you have heard. And then ask questions. Is this what you mean? So all the different organs of the body of Ganesh has a meaning. So you can learn art of living just by looking at the Ganesh's picture. That's why whenever we do any project, anything we do, we worship Ganesh. The idea is to learn how to conduct ourselves by looking at the Ganesh's picture or the Murti. And then he is supposed to ride a mouse. Now what is happening is, in our case, whatever the mind says, man says, we go along with that. It should be the other way around. We should tell the man कि कहाँ जाना है, where you should go, and the mouse should take you, or the man should take you. So all our gods and goddesses have some sort of animal with it to signify what it is all about. Like Durga has a lion, she's sitting on the lion with 10 hands. Now what are those 10 hands? She killed all the asuras, Rakshas. So Asuras is nobody outside. It's all the demons are within us. Kam, Krodh, Lobh, Moh, Ahankar, Irsha, Dvesh. All these demons. So we have to take care of those. So if we take care of those, Lakshmi will come automatically. Now we do not worship Lakshmi, only do it once a year. But we worship Durga. If all the weaknesses are taken care, Lakshmi will come on its own. Now, Lakshmi is also, see, in the booklet is shown is standing. That once we get success, what happens is we get ego and Lakshmi walks away. So all the murtis have a meaning. If I have that booklet in front of me, I could show you that Ram Darbar. If you look at the Ram Darbar picture, I showed the whole booklet to an imam of a mosque. He was really surprised that all these murtis have a meaning. He was very impressed. I'm not distributing as a, I don't know. I mean, the most important thing is if we can put it on the internet. So a lot of people like you have talked to me and they say, oh, give it to me, the digital copy, and we will put it on the internet. I don't know how they have done it. All, दुनिया भर में अपना हिंदू है, तो उनको भी जानना है. तो how do you reach by physical copy? So the only way to do it is through digital copy. And similarly, the festivals. What is the significance of Navratri and Shivratri and Vijayadashmi? So this is very unfortunate. Ekadashi. Now what is the meaning of Ekadashi? Nobody knows. Ekadashi, अपने 10 इंद्रियास and मन, उस दिन उसके ऊपर total focus on that कि what is my mind. अभी कुछ खाना नहीं है तो लेकिन क्या होता है कि अभी what our hand automatically goes towards the food and we don't even know that it is, and then we put it in the mouth, then we realize, oh, आज तो मेरा व्रत था. The idea is totally be aware, be in the present. There is a book called The Power of Now. तो ये बहुत important है कि जो सारे अपनी books, mantras, we don't know the meaning of those mantras. Om Bhurbhuva Swaya Tasya Vitarvarenyam, Gayatri mantra है. Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina. Abhi Modi ji keeps talking about Vasudhaiv Kutum, that the whole world is one big family. Everything in this world is made up of 5 elements. The earth, the water, fire, air, and the space. Look at anything. And as far as Vasudhaiv Kutum is concerned, all, including the animals, we are all a big family. So we have to learn these things so that we can use that knowledge for our own, like yoga. Now the whole world is practicing yoga. And meditation. Now the medical profession is saying that most of the ailments are because of stress. How do you take care of the stress? Meditation, jap, mantras. So now even the young people in their 30s and 40s having a lot of mental issues because of stress. So we have to learn our Shastras. Gita is all question answers. So our teachings are not based on belief, simply belief. Belief is just the beginning. Then you go beyond and ask questions. And the only way to learn is by asking questions. And that's why Ganesh means big ears, means listen, listen, listen. And our gurus are not in a hurry to teach you unless you are really, really interested in learning. So they make sure that your ahankar, your ego is not there. As a student, like, you worship the guru. Like apne mein yo kehte hain, Matri Devo Bhav, Pitri Devo Bhav, Guru Devo Bhav. And then Atithi Devo Bhav. A person who comes to your house without appointment, even him, you worship him as a God. Not worship him, but you treat him. And the most important thing is Matri Devo Bhav. Sabse pehle, the most important thing, Matri Devo Bhav. In other culture, ladies have, are sort of an object. They are to be enjoyed. And like Islam, they say the person will have 70 virgins. Now Muslim ladies are now asking, okay, men will get 70 virgins, what about us? Now the Muslim ladies have started asking questions. Muslim young people are now started asking questions but the Maulvis have no answer. You're not supposed to ask any question. You're supposed to believe. Like in Christianity, you have to believe Jesus is Son of God. If you don't, you'll go to hell. We don't believe in hell and heaven up there. We believe hell and heaven is here. Hell and heaven is all in the mind. Like a samurai comes to a monk and he says, can you tell me what's the difference between hell and heaven? And monk says, you are such a stupid man, tells him a few bad things, and he gets upset, gets his sword out to kill the monk. And he said, now you're in hell. Oh, I'm sorry. He falls down at his feet. He said, now you are in heaven. So not only telling you, but giving you an experience, what is hell and heaven. So our teachings are based on experience, understanding, learning. These are very, very important.